So ABC has canceled The Bachelorette, which is crazy when you think about it, that this show was supposed to premiere Sunday night, and it has been heavily promoted, even promoted during the Oscars. So what led to it is very clear. It was the video we posted this morning, Thursday, on TMZ, where you see Taylor attacking Dakota, putting him in a chokehold, throwing 3 bar stools at him, one of them ricocheting and hitting one of their children, or one of her children. And she continues. She doesn't go over to the child to help the child. She continues going after Dakota. Now, this video is the basis of the criminal prosecution a few years ago where she pled guilty to aggravated assault. She is currently on probation for that, and the probation means she needs to keep her nose clean until this coming August. The problem is, 3 weeks ago, there was another incident, and Dakota has filed a protective order saying that she attacked him at her home and in a car. Now, she is saying it was the opposite, that he attacked her, but she's on probation, and they could try and violate her probation if they believe that she was the attacker, because that would be a violation of law. So as for ABC, they really could not withstand the tidal wave that came from this video, because even though people had talked about the incident on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, talking about it is one thing. Seeing it is a very different thing. And when you see it, it is simply hard to watch. And the idea of juxtaposing that video against somebody handing somebody a rose and sweetly romancing them just did not align for ABC. So ABC is pulling the plug in the show. Now, there is fallout here, and I am talking fallout in the many, many millions of dollars. We are told there is already a fight going on between ABC and Warner Brothers Discovery over who's to blame for this. Now, we have already reported that it seems that the producers who cast Taylor had a case of willful blindness because a lot of this was readily available. They may not have seen the video, but they knew about the incident, and it was pretty clear, it was easy to find, that she had pled guilty to felony aggravated assault. So that certainly should have been a clue. And so there is a lot of finger pointing going on right now between ABC and Warner Brothers Discovery. So let's talk about some of the fallout. Number one, only one show, the show that was supposed to air Sunday night, is in the can. There are 3 other episodes in various forms of edit, but they're not completed. And then some of them have been basically untouched. They're going to have to fire a very big staff of post-production people because the plug has been pulled on the show. So there are other things, and this is one of the biggest, that ABC has what they call trade-outs on the show. That's when you'll see an airline or a hotel or some venue or brand where they're featured on the show. These brands, these companies pay big money for these trade-outs, but what they get in return is FaceTime on the network. Well, now that the show has been shelved, they're not going to get that FaceTime. And if they don't get that FaceTime, then ABC is going to have to either return the money or not get the money they were expecting. And that's going to be a huge, huge loss for ABC. A couple of other things. This show cost around $2 million an episode, and the whole show has been shot. So somebody is going to have to shoulder that, ABC or Warner Brothers Discovery. And they are already fighting over who is to blame, who should have seen what either they didn't see or didn't want to see with Taylor. And finally, the person they get for The Bachelor is usually the top 4 contenders on The Bachelorette. We are told that producers already pretty much had an idea of who the top two contenders were going to be. A lot of it is based on audience reaction and popularity, but they had a pretty good idea of who they were going to be. Well, you pick people because they're famous as a result of being on The Bachelorette. But because these people have no visibility, they're no longer viable contenders to become The Bachelor. So now the producers have to start from scratch in casting The Bachelor, and either it's going to delay production, we're told, or they're going to have to pick somebody who was on one of the past shows, and we're told that could be problematic for ratings. So all in all, this is just a fiasco for both ABC and Warner Brothers Discovery. The video was the linchpin, but long before the video, there was a casting call for The Bachelorette. And a lot of what we now see today could have been seen back then.